So hard to tell when the stream drops. I gotta fucking babysit it. Wait, did I not have it set full screen? Did... I did that. Yeah, no, still gets... There, I can see it now. Yeah. No. Fixed. Okay, I wonder if I have to repeat anything. That ended so abruptly. Kind of. That's fine. Yeah, I took cold mode. I remember. Aeon. I'm trying to... It's so hard to catch when the stream drops like that, because it's not like... It doesn't tell me I've dropped frames. It's a new day. New day. Because it doesn't tell me that I dropped frames. Like, when it goes from connected to not connected, it still says, like, 0 drop frames, because the stream's just not even processing. Which is weird and hard to track. It seems like whenever we reset the internet, it like even levels out for a few days. Yeah, I had picked cold mode last time. Lone Minstrel says you can get a valuable item if you take a job here, which I said yes. But everyone's losing hope. Elephant Graveyard. The north route through Flagging Hand is dismal beyond reckoning. There's little talk among your group, yet you sense despair encroaching. Only Tizo seems unaffected. Most of your fellow exiles lost one hope. Duration of banishment. Ah, that's what that was. I meant to check what that was. I think we're at -2. Later, you accompany the Lone Minstrel in pursuit of his task here. Speak not directly to the living shade, and be true to your heart when responding to its inquiries, and make no attempt to look it in the eye. The Lone Minstrel offers these and other words of advice as you approach the burial mounds of Coldmoat, north route, where many exiles of the downside see their final days. A glimmer of a shade appears before you as you stand surrounded by the dead. You barely see it, and it does not speak, but you feel its thoughts piercing your heart and mind. According to the shade, the book that you possess may lay some of the fallen here to rest. The shade leads you to your work. You turn through the book, locating passages concerning freedom and the spirit. Recite such words as seem best fit to each of the fallen you see. It is draining work. Shade resurfaces after a while. It leads you to a hollowed stump, then fades away. A dead drop. Oh. A little less exciting. Okay. Money. Vendor trash. Ball Walker. By the time you reach the pit of Milith, everyone besides the imp Tizo seems to be feeling even worse than before. You sense their desire to leave this place as soon as possible. That's -3 hope. They're gonna be... If they get banished, they're gonna be gone for fucking hours. Oh, we're ready. Oh, hey, you guys. You know, this place, a lot of folks, but not a lot of customers. Know what I mean? So have a look around. What is this? Talisman level? Those are really cheap. Instant usable ones. I could. Supercharge a talent. I'm gonna do that. It's so cheap. Ah, I know you're going to like that stuff, guys. It's pretty woo, know what I mean? If you want some more, now I know just the individual and his dad who can get it. Catch my meaning, yeah? Stop by on some other time. I want the other one. I don't know what kind of talismans to expect, but I think I have some okay ones. If not, I can just hold off to those until I get a really fucking juicy one. Crazy. Quickness might be a little crazy. Fucking... That's just a crutch. I'm gonna hold off on leveling this. I'm gonna probably just see what I can find. Hope is just a plain t-shirt? Yeah, it's fucking weird, right? Like, wow, I'm so formal, right? Well, going to see a job interview? Crazy. I look like a normal fucking person. Instead of an NPC. Come see us again, guys! Who's in here? Oh, it's you. You sense Tudorial's steel gaze well before you turn to her. Reader, rummaging about the wagon once again. Tell me something. Now that you are here, look at me. Are you afraid of me? You consider the question. You have never before met someone like her, but do know something of what happens to those who remain in the downside for many years. Snapping like a twig at any point. What you know of her thus far, you sense no need to feel afraid of her. I mean, really, she, I don't think she's threatening, honestly. She's fucking tall and hulking. I mean, like, her personality definitely leans into the, like, I don't remember when. I think looking for the minstrel. Or... No, actually, the wild girl. I think that's where we saw her just, like, do the thing. And the thing was, hey, come on in. You tell her that, although you do not yet know each other well, you do not fear her, and on the contrary, feel safer in her presence. Truly. In that case, I have much work left to do. You shall fear me yet. If you survive this place, now then, I shall go make my rounds. Wow. Okay. He walks away. Feel the floor of the wagon shake with her step. Oh, yay. I'm not using her. Unworthy. Call upon me for some purpose, my reader. Actually, hang on. Wait, I think you have something new to say. What's on your mind? Are you sloshing all the way across the flagging hands right now? A hideous place, or so I understand, where I can neither see it nor experience its wondrous aroma, as you surely can, although perhaps you are accustomed to it now. The Nightwings of the past misliked the place, of that I can assure you. We share a common misery. Now, please leave me to mine, unless there is a service you require me to render at this time. It seems like she gives some lore insight to wherever I go, so I'll have to look at her to each place. You know where to find me. Word. That'll be interesting. I'll have to remember that. Or I will. I'll be checking to see if anyone's worthy after the rites. New text, I think. Yay. The Empire's collapse. It was not long before the Empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I might have already read this. I must admit that this collapse had started long before the Emperor's disappearance. His decision to give chase after a myth but hastened the inevitable. All the while, the rope collar stood by, awaiting such a time as he could rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's savior. His first charge was to organize a search for the missing Thuliamur. Warriors, pathfinders, and scholars heard the call and prepared to seek him out. Who was he? Ugh. Rice Square's name is Thuliamur, Emperor of Sar, first exile, my liege. He was the old king. I don't know how to change pages. Okay. It's all page 1. Her first chapter. Called The Emperor's Fall. So... Woof. Gain +1 hope, but man... Oh, they got a little name for it. Nimble, determined, melancholy, booming, wrong, average, faint, resplendent. Neat, I like that. It's the rite. As you make preparations for the coming rite, you wonder if the stars above will even be visible through the dense fog hanging over the pit of Milith. Then, Tizo seemed to be very concerned about something in the vicinity. The little imp disappears in a hurry. Oh, is Tizo alright? He was so frightened. He was not frightened. He was issuing a warning. Silence, everyone. Take cover. Doral makes quick note of several hiding places among the nearby crags and rotted husks. You wait. Nothing about the place dampens your senses. All you feel is a creeping dread. Then, from the shadows, a writhing shape slides forward, its hulking form draped in raiments. The shape stops. Slowly, its head turns from one of you to the next, each in turn. Wise of you to hide yourselves from us, S's little Nightwings. You trespass on the resting place of the astral born. We shall see ye when the stars muster the courage to illuminate this place. The creature vanishes into the dark. After a time, your companions reconvene. That was a bog crone. Serpentine. Oh wow, it was a snake creature? I couldn't tell. Serpentine creatures native to the Commonwealth's southern bogs, widely feared. Indeed, it was witch Udzmild, ancient witch with an unhealthy obsession with Ishlach, astral-born monstrosity, withdrawn, a triumvirate of bog dwellers, so they live here. Tizo makes clear he has no love of Udzmild. Although the rites dictate hesitate, she cannot harm you bodily. With her, best not to take unnecessary chances. We'll take what chances we can get in all of this. Everyone, it's time. Fucked up pentagram.
Why, you made it, reader. Made it all the way to the detestable pit of Mileith. In doing so, of course, you have disturbed your ancient adversaries, the Withdrawn. The deranged witch who leads them has big plans in store, should she prevail in all this. Now, as you know, I normally would wish you a shameful defeat. But in this case, I wish you a little bit of luck.
Crone Oldemide sees your companions gathered by their pyre. That was narration. Little flame as that shall never warm ye here, much less survive the night. Eros Ishlach, monstrosity inscribed in myths and ballads through thought slain by the 8 scribes, make the night wings suffer. Rookie trots forward from the ranks. Let's hear you, old bag. You don't scare any of us one bit, you or your buddy Ishlach. Now we doing this or what? Question hangs in the air for longer than is comfortable. It does seem to have drawn Udmildhe's attention, however. Rookie begins to squirm a bit. Then, Udmildhe moves her slender fingers to her mask. That doesn't look like a snake. Foolish, Ishlach shall grow. Ishlach shall grow. What the fuck did I just do? Ishlach shall grow. Yeah. He shall consume ye, ere your little flame has died, that we shall ensure. Udmildhe slides off toward her followers. Rookie remains motionless for a time. Whoops. What the fuck is that? It's not a circle.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Alright, you.
Rookie.
You.
Faye.
Shiru-sama?
You.
Tizo.
Great cheese.
The choice is cast.
Tiso is ready to take on the Withdrawn alongside Rookie and Faye. No matter where you go, Ishlach shall find ye and devour ye. That's a square.
Commence. The power
What?
of the aura.
Did I touch the corner? What happened there?
A favorable start.
Hang on, I need to test something. Okay, yeah, that's probably what happened. Holy shit, no!
A rather cunning trick.
I should have jumped. She was jumping.
Righteous fire.
How did we do that?
Faye plunged into the fire. Tizo banished. Oh.
Wicked.
Rookie plunged into their fire.
Lifeblood is slack. It flows within this layer and beneath this world is lifeblood. I shall engulf ye in such a... I can't wait to fucking beat you. That's cheating.
The witch invokes a profane name I shan't repeat. Best beware of foul sorceries.
Whoa! Hell yeah.
So it is.
One more.
The rite has nearly ended. The oath.
Fuck!
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
dare say. Indeed. And it is done.
Is it? It is. I thought maybe I had 5 more.
Once again prevail. They brushed aside their adversaries without too much trouble. The rite is done.
See, those bog dwellers, they're just a bunch of hissy talk. The scribes, they vanquished Yishlak, just as we prevailed tonight. Tizo praises everyone's courage against Uldimilhi and the withdrawn. Yishlak, we have failed thee. The deed shall be repaid in blood. As for ye fools, ye shall be consumed. Everything around ye, from the soil to... Shut the fuck up. Leave.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes. 'Twould appear that rookies not
Faster, stronger, a little
old
better
to
looking
learn
too.
new
I mean, is
tricks.
there anything I can't handle? I didn't realize she had such little experience.
Until the stars align.
Having overcame the withdrawn and the right, you and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal in the relative safety of the Black Wagon. So, when can we get out of here? What, Greentail? Had enough of Uldimilhi's hospitality for the time? Oh, Jody, yeah, thanks, I'm good. The reader and the stars will point the way as ever. It's just so far. We've kept on going north, if that's the case again this time. Sea of Solace. A place, impossible oceanic expanse, pockmarked by crude little islets. I guess that's tiny islands. Islets. Sea of Solace spreads north and west from here, for untold leagues. Cannot tell you when last a vessel dared to set those waters. Tizo asserts himself during the conversation. What is the matter, little one? Tizo's trying to get you to come look at something outside the wagon. Reader, please go see what he wants. Excuse yourself and follow the imp into the dark of night. No, yeah, and Rookie may have another trial too, since he's level 3. I don't know what breakpoint it's looking at. You find Faye and the Lone Minstrel already gazing up at the stars. Can you not read the stars yourself, then, Mr. Minstrel? I fear it is not so simple as matters of can or cannot when it comes to me, Faye. We shall see what the reader has to say, for this is his charge. And here he is, in fact. Thank you for fetching him, Tizo. Tizo is happy to oblige the Lone Minstrel. Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please, look up upon the stars and see where they compel us to go next. Actually, Jadoril may have another... I don't know. Didn't really learn anything. The rites beckon you to still further north, toward the middle of the Sea of Solace. That's not good. Yeah, and Headwind, he doesn't have any trials either. Or it's just like a one at a time kind of deal, and it's on cooldown. That's not good. You're joking, right, chum? Does the reader seem the joking type to you, Greentail? We do not argue with the stars. You talk like we can just go ride right out into the water. Pardon my interruption, though perhaps we can. Say what? My client, Sandalwood. He has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Birchroods, a small bog dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. The proprietor is an old companion of his. He may be able to assist us. Edwin's smile returns. Sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move as soon as possible. Who wants to talk? Minstrel. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something that I wish to tell you privately. If you have a moment, I shall not keep you long, though I know your time is precious. Maybe later. Oh, one minstrel seems a wellspring of information concerning your quest. You bid him to continue and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and thank you for your time. And I should further note, matters that pertain directly to the rites I must reveal to you alone, for thus I'm obliged. In any case, when he confronted the withdrawn, in which Udemild you might recall she tended to invoke a certain name. Ishlak, the Astralborn. I hesitate to say it even now. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of Udemild for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when first they found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that could be believed. It was ruled over by the greater titans, colossal monsters that once roamed the downside. The one called Ishlak was the eldest and most fearsome of the lot. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Ishlak's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Roho. However, Ishlak did not truly die, for by some accounts, it seems to be incapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. Its vow is to devour this land and everything in it. Only then can it return unto whatever plane that banished it to ours. So, in a way, it is an exile, just like you. If ever should the creature be reborn, it shall be many ages hence. Thus, the ravings of Udemild are more or less inconsequential for the while. Yet, the history of Ishlak is inexorably linked to the rites, therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all this is of some reassurance. And now I leave you to your mere immediate concerns. I go check to see how everyone is faring at this time. He heads out into the evening, bidding you a good rest of the evening. A good rest of the evening. Hey, yo. Okay. I'm gonna change up my team. These guys getting benched. Alright, Headwind. Oh, not Headwind. Yes, Headwind. Headwind. That's just not really good. Because he's such a good fucking support character. My god. I don't need 3 strikers. What's wrong with Tizo? I don't need 3 strikers. Also, the fly isn't as overpowered as I initially thought, because they could just jump and fucking hit him, and then what? I'm out of stamina, I'm on the ground, and he's slow as fuck. If I replaced Ruki or A, then yeah, but no. I forgot to read that. This is the place. Let us go to see my client's companion as soon as you're ready. Oh. You are again, my lovely reader. How may I be of service? Nothing's on your mind? Bertrude. Big Bertrude is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Anna Wood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slithers forth. He is larger than the rest and leaves no doubt that she commands the others. Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. Bog dweller once feared and respected in the Commonwealth for her sorcerer's work. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. Nerg. He did he? In turn, we know who thou must be. Yet thou speakest of the past. Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. We need a boat. To be quite frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Wakingwood, a labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin, if you know their way around it, beyond the waters. Commonwealth and Fallout 4. We wish to seek him there, though as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Ergaha. Indeed, then leave us. Return at dawn, that is all. We need a boat. By your grace, Big Bertrude. Lone minstrel turns away, but headwind stops him. Hold on, are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon to their care? All should be in accordance with my client's plan. Keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. I, in a manner of speaking, he helped me find a sense of purpose I thought lost. Edwin nods at this, then turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. Find yourself with time for your vocations, while the bog dwellers go about their business. I don't need temporary bonuses. Let's go looting. Something Falcon Ron values here. Mystical artifact. Plunging an adversary pirate, the bearer has a chance to avoid banishment 50%. Neat. Oh cool, I found 53 gold. Lone Minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please come have a look. The others are already here. I step inside. Oh wow, books. A bell? The black wagon appears different now than it did even a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Oh, you know what? You're right. Wow. People saying this, I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? He then appears, as if on cue. Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over. Come, Big Bertrude. You can tell me yourself if you wish to accompany us in our voyage north. Our group would welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare thee make flirtations upon us? No, enough. But should ye see that Sandalwood, tell him also to come and visit us again. Now be gone from here, and tell no one that we were paid in favors. He slithers off without another word. Soon the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go, just as she said. I know the navigational controls, and I'll explain. This is so exciting. I don't know how to swim. Tizo seems to share Faye's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I'm beginning to feel ill already. Let's fucking rock and roll. Before she left, Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. Okay. Feels like we're going through the River of Styx. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. You have crossed into Worm Gulf. Tempestuous sea of Solus lies beyond this death-still body of water. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. There's no acclimating to these exiled worms of the sea dominion tend to seek out the cold of the downside sea. Infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next right is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way, as we find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point of our sea journey. We seek the hulk of oars. According to the stars, next right shall soon come. Look, we're going here. Bertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of malls and a curving route bearing northeast. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace, after having come from flagging hands not very long ago. However, Jadoriel seems more concerned now than before, and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Ruki, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing? Who, Hedwyn? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night, retching into the waters, if I had to guess. His first time out at sea. His first. He turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwyn when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. I guess I'm not using Hedwyn for the next right. Okay. You wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Later, you find Hedwyn looking out of sorts. Oh, hello, my friend. It's just the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny, all this trouble, just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? What? Sure, it was highly illegal, though just saying you miss having had access to those volumes. Your life was almost always difficult, but several of your longtime confidants did help you to get by. Mouth waters at the thought of it, at least compared with what passes for such as my friends. You tell them that there were those who did support you over the years, and that it pains you to now be apart from them. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. Someone I miss terribly back there myself. I'm sure that when you make it out of here, your loved ones will be waiting. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. Edwin will not be available for the next right. Since he wishes to be alone, there's not much to be done for him now. Fucking knew it. May he soon get well. I'm sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point of our voyage. We keep going. The celestial landmark you seek is beyond this strait. How did I know? Alright, I guess I'm a park tutorial on the fucking middle of the rights. It's not gonna help, but... By the scribes, the sea, I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you now can see what must be the hulk of oars far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Tizo is wondering if Hedwyn is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is to wish him a swift recovery. Yes, sir. From this point, our voyage must diverge from Gertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. Faye believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here. Tizo wishes to fish for something tasty here. Let's test your fucking religion. 8 scribes. If I can bully you for the rest of the play session. It's an ambush! You find Faye gazing down into the depths. The water is so very beautiful, and yet it's very dangerous. They always said it's very dangerous if you fall in or drink enough of it. But the scribes, they have protected us, and they are watching, I just know. Even out here in the waters of Under King Ors, 7th of 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Persevering or Sojourner. They urge us on, I feel it, I just know. There's no denying that the north current sends you quickly on your way. Perhaps it is the thought of reaching land again, but you can sense a spring at everyone's step. Whoa! Okay. Fast as fuck! We win this round. At last you arrive at the Hulk of Ors. After journeying across the sea, it seems the next rite is to commence here soon, though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. Let's go spelling. Oh hey guys, funny running into you out here, right in the middle of the drink. Know what I mean? Ha, not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. Ooh. Ore casting raises bear's maximum range.
Right, guys.
I mean, I guess I could rebuy it. Like, the thing appears. Doesn't seem like it does, at least. It might. I don't know. I play with 2 strikers and a support. Or that's what I'm going for, so I don't really need this. I'll be seeing you guys. Among the Black Wagon seafaring equipment, Hedwyn uses it to signal when food's ready. Oh, you just keep right on ringing that bell, chum. Keep at it. Rookie seems to be taking issue with your frivolous use of the nocturnal bell. After all, there is no sign of a nautical emergency or a prepared meal. I know it's not meal time. It's fine. I'm starting to really enjoy the constant ringing sound, though. Now that doesn't mean anything to me or anyone anymore. Besides, ringing that bell is probably some pretty good exercise, right? And it's good training for my ears, too. You know we curs have ultra-sensitive hearing, don't you? Well, not anymore, I don't. Anyway, thanks. I made that. Arms off. Rookie shall never forgive you for abusing the nautical bell, then so be it. He reappears, laughing heartily. He was only joking. Probably. Unless cold-brewed creature rescued from the sea. It is fully grown. It has led a rich... Oh, I can't see it that well. Reader, a moment of your time. Are you sure I'm not scary? Like, super sure? Ask what's on our mind. Edwin. He's beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I have known Hedwyn since he was a child. Even now I hesitate to say that he has grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way, if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weakness, I end up having to consider what should happen should we become separated permanently. He trails off a while. What I mean to say is, you should know when I am fully pled. You should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours, whether Hedwyn is the one to lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. Nods and brushes past you towards the door. Not underwater. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Sorry, Asmer. Use but oh, that'd be interesting. A sail's a sail. Down the river. In the words of Golathanian, the Master General. The Emperor Solium Mur knew naught of this, of course. The expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Florian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retinue. Once the people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished. But the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. Okay. I don't know what these books are. They're also new. Oh. What brings you to me this time, my dear reader? What do you think of this place? There's an undulation I've sensed, reader, which means I think that your black wagon sails the seas. Am I not right? Of course I am. She laughs at this, or at herself perhaps. I scarce remember the sea. It has been a little while since I bathed in it, you understand. My memories of it are wistful, nonetheless. Although, if I remember correctly, the Sea of Solace is a disgusting mockery of the Emerald Seas near the Empire. Empire Sar dominated the known world for millennia till the doomed reign of Solium Mur. You be careful out there, will you? Now let me cease my prattling, lest I extend my sentence by another such eternity or two. They'd best stick to business. We have no business. Express your interest in the practice rites. It seems to be a way to practice conducting the rites without all the pressure of the real thing. Certainly, reader. That is why I'm here. See you in the blasted book in just a moment. And Beyonders shall be waiting. I'm not gonna commit to it. I'm just tired of seeing the fucking. Oh, I guess I'm committed. Tired of looking at the red text. Something new. And throwing me right in there. Huh? Place. So we're back. Look there, our host approaches. Andrew appears and looks upon your fellow exiles. Welcome to the practice rites. Thanks, great to be back. Love the decor, honest. Silence, Kerr. You are fortunate your reader summoned you again. You could use a little discipline. Now come forth and let us see how capable you are. In practice rites, no enlightenment is awarded. You may train here with your fellow exiles as much as you wish. Press escape, return the wagon anytime. Bye. You're ready. The Nightwings, grasp the orb, and we shall train with you. I should pick Doyle first. I'll split you jump. Oh, that's a whole ass fucking. Right, air sprint doesn't have a. Let me see it here. I want to use a jump. for a bit. Okay. Okay. Your vision returns as effects of the Beyonder Crystal dissipate. Time seems to have stood still while you experience the vision. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and just, I guess, pass this off to someone else. Banish, okay, that should be fine. I just can't select her first. I don't want her, as the point character. That's right! Having landed at the Hulk of Ores, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look just like Mr. Hedwin? Tizo is worried that Hedwin is still feeling unwell. Wait, I think. What's that? Now that's a snake. A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. A vast and war-torn undersea regime home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. What they all are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. Nearest one somehow loosens its mask. I'm not a fucking worm, a snake! Good sirs and good ladies. A knight. So it is you that heed the summons to a glorious competition against the knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor. This knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman, once proud knight of the Sea Dominion, on a self-made quest to regain his honor. He salutes you all on behalf of the Pyrehearts. Worm Knights. Fill the contest. He splashes out of view, just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the Hulk of Ores. You would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look.
They're gonna be slippery as hell.
Of course, referring to the Pyrehearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy.
I'm gonna try something with Dredariel.
Your battle to be glorious.
I need to find something that raises, oh, I don't remember what it's called, like intimidation, presence. Your fellow exiles are gathered on the rotting deck of the Hulk of Ores. As your adversaries clamber into view, Rookie calls up to them. Hey, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth, or the Sea Dominion, or wherever it is you're from? Ha! Ha! An excellent point. It seems then that these adversaries in the rites are clever. What'd you say, sire? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce his noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many front-line battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. For Gilman attends to his commander's mask, despite his protests. Well, wait. Give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge. He is a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion, who somehow survived countless battles. A noble visage, is it not? The Deluge trembles and squirms. So yes, you can swim or no. Ha! Of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but 'tis summarily impossible to swim back up the river down which we were flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman. Nobody cares. But back to your posts. For Gilman hesitates, but does as he is told. This knight knows who you are, Nightwings, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and coils up to his full height. And now, on guard! I should have said, in garde. Played it off like I really meant it. The exiles of the Worm Triumvirate take their positions as he focuses on the Book of Rights. Fuck now. Reader, Hedwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
Who shall stand together here this night?
I don't have any other, It's glory. No, presence. Yeah, it is presence. I want to get a talisman that increases presence and just fucking juice the hell out of, Jadoriel. I don't know what to give Hedwin. I'll have to look around. Maybe respawn time, actually. Be good, in case he gets fucking flipped. Needs uptime. I don't think she's getting banished by anyone. Alright, you...
Faye!
Shiru-sama?
You...
Ruki!
You.
Jodariel! Now!
Let us make short work of this lot. Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position? They now stand ready to confront us, sire. A very brave triumvirate may seem to this knight's eye. But I just realized their helmet are whack. I don't think I can see out on that middle part. But brave, air-sucking monsters, what at all? Firehearts, be ready!
Now begin!
Let me do that.
Now it begins in earnest. The Nightwings are first
Oh, that's
to
weird.
strike the adversary's flame.
You know what? Get a Doriel in on it. Fucking ruin their lives. Oh fuck.
You left
Okay.
yourselves wide
Change my
open.
mind.
Each pyre now burns no more brightly than the other. Glory to the scribes.
I'd rather get the Doriel,
The
but like be a
Nightwings
little more.
edge closer to victory. The deluge is banished.
Just fucking run them all over. What's happened there? Whoa. Oh, that's weird.
The deluge caught out. Bask in the purifying flame.
They like leave trails. Gilman, your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. But perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave triumvirate as the one whom we now face. Well, whose side are you on? Get out there. Vanquish them at once. They seem to be arguing? Oh, I think this is our chance. He's gonna fucking...
There
rinse.
seems to be dissension in your adversary's ranks. Tis little
I should've
wonder
got Jadariel
these
to do that,
fool
honestly.
worm knights are no longer fit
Well,
to
you
serve
know what?
the Commonwealth.
Finish it.
Banished.
Get fucked. What?
Sinners! doused the adversary's flames.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get Eudoriel to finish it off.
Now end the ceremony. The Worm Knight somehow
Alright,
did it.
never mind.
Quite a close call there, no? South Chaos. And it is done. The
That was
Nightwings
fucking
prevail.
great,
Their adversaries prove no
top
match
shelf
for
fucking
them.
gameplay.
The right is complete.
The sea was making me a little queasy, honestly, but we still won. We won. Those worms were quick, alright, but Rookie Greentail's quicker. I expected more from the Worm Knight of the Sea Dominion. This knight commends you, noble Nightwings, gloriously fought indeed. This knight shall wistfully remember his defeat until the end of his days. Silence, Gilman, this is all your fault, and now cavorting with our enemies. How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. It is not in accordance with the right to praise one's... Is it not in accordance with the right to praise one's adversary on a worthy outcome? Well, worthy... This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Get now from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
What did she do again? Focus, training, prowess, the path toward survival on the blood border. These rites make similar demands of us. I don't know what she had. Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, her presence is fucking larger now. No levels. Long while until that. Wait, she's level 2? What? Oh, never mind. That's accurate.
Until the next right.
Each exile have a talisman equipped, and grant a significant advantage in the rites, especially once upgraded with Stardust. After prevailing over the Pyre Hearts with ease, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. There is little discussion of the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swam off toward wherever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exiles' attention toward your companion who was absent for the rites. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form, as yet. Something is troubling him. I urged him to remain bedridden, and he simply would not listen. I am very sorry, but... Wait. What? Everyone stares at Lone Minstrel in stunned silence. Lone Minstrel breathes a heavy sigh, but then... Hey, what's wrong? What's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel, I should wring that neck of yours. As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about. Despite my having strongly recommended further rest, those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill are very likely to experience further symptoms if they do not remain bedridden, or at least sedentary. Hedwyn is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. Are you a doctor? Nay, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tariq. But I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here. I think his name was mentioned already, actually. But we're still calling him Lone Minstrel. And I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. You are back among the living then, Hedwyn. I was just seasick. Please. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you everyone for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worried you or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. Follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I can rest easy knowing that you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you. It's like he knew I was going to use him. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where we'll be off to next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've ever been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening, and you turn your attention back to the sky. Think again your destination. Keep trying to drag and drop the glowy star. Or north. Still further north then. Not simply north. It shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. A tempest raging in the Sea of Solace seemingly for all eternity. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with Empire Hearts, our chances back in worm-held waters would be even worse. Come on, people. It'll be just another day in the downside. Get yourselves some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel even better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious, isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall have to find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. Who wants to talk to me? It's Faye. Oh, hi, mister. I'm so happy right now. I'm happy because I was so worried about Mr. Hedwin for a while there, you know? He was so kind to me when we first met, him and Mr. Doyle and Mr. Greentail and you too. But I just really like him. Besides, he seems happy to be here. Hey, do you, He trails off for a moment. Do you think he likes me too? If she's wondering how Hedwin feels about her, she should just talk to him. They should know Hedwin enjoys her company, but may not share her feelings beyond that. You know what? Go for it. It's just a fate that if she has certain feelings for Hedwin, that she should let him know. It is a rare privilege to feel loved. He stares at you a moment, and she begins to laugh. Oh, you're so silly, mister. I didn't mean like him like that. That's so embarrassing. Besides, I think that maybe he's a little old. You know? Tell him that. I'm going to cheer him up. This is a funny story. He bounds out, leaving you to ponder what just happened exactly. He just calls me a fucking loser. Hold on. My lovely reader comes to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? Oh! Bye. Alright. My plan. Reader boomer confirmed. Voices. Rookie spotted wreckage in this area and believes there can be valuables to find. Kizo seems very eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Let's go north! I like things and Rookie's decisions. Remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive, deathless tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than finding trinkets, Greentail. Relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I didn't show up when you're out there keeping watch and starting to tell you to come off of it, now do I? Interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. May go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. fucking look. He suggested it may well be worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage. After having come this far, we could be grins wide. You need to see it my way, chum, and let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search... sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Doyle fumes at all this, but says nothing. Wow. Nothing? Okay. Well, Doyle isn't going to be fucking scoring touchdowns anyway. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then, something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, Worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do. And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it, then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Can you believe this headwind? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor that a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyrehearts? They are base cowards. This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the Hulk of Oars. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. It is not so that you seek passage to the north. With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Doyle pulls the rest of you aside, for after Hedwin gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask. This one seems about as good as we're gonna get. Doyle glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Edwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the deathless tempest, then he can come along for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past this storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Didn't agree with whatever he's asking, so we can get on with it already. It is not clear to you as to what exactly Sir Gilman intends to do. Yes. As I begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths. Yet, though through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he tends to do. Help see his mission. Or trail extended behind him, snap to the end of the trail. Determined to prove himself to you in the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take here are highly forbidden, but they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Now we're going east. Oh, neat. Yonder lie the foul spawn of the unfathomed plurns. The sea titan once slain by scribe under King pours her brood lion form at sea, boiling the seas with their wrath. Exiled worms with these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside channels for any save this knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends. This night shall finish what the Under King horrors started. I can't see! Hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight to your superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Last this knight checked. Here, you hold no sway over this knight. Ugh. And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Well, why you dare to staunch the Tempest for those night wings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you dare as well. Fire Hearts, banish him, this is an order. Oh. You see, Gilman, shall ever be inferior even amongst the weakest of our kind. Gilman, where'd you go? Gilman? Sir Gilman's banishment served as a perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound allies. Aw, damn it. I sprinted. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge. That would be a bald-faced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor, this night will have your head. Gilman. I sprinted. It was too fast. Too fast and too hard to control. As the day wears on, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. The companions grow restless, but then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little Tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless Tempest begins to simmer and subside. Did you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. And Headwind help him up. Deal the deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Bid him welcome. Sir Gilman revealed a gap in the storm that seemed safe enough to traverse. For Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. We're true to your word, Worm. I'll give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Tell me that once more, I shall tie you in a knot. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We're close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, well, let's go. We're on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace, and voyage on... Thea Tariq? Aye, Ruki, what is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood. Not a me. I. Then let me see what I can do. Vergumman claims the downside's northern landmass should be just beyond these waters. Pretty sure that's the same singer as the guy in Hades. What was his name? Starts with an O.
The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise.
Oh no. I can't Google. Orpheus. Yeah, that's the one. I was thinking Ophelius. Like, no, that can't be it. At last your wagon rumbles into solid jagged ground, the land called Black Basin. Black grass, searing vapor, and strangling force mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by the Worm Knights. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with a single eye. Hail, Master Reader. This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that his triumvirate continues to live up to his most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to gain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and, perchance, mentioned by name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong. The exile who refuses to obey the rules, as they were written by the Under King Ors and his 7 friends, deserve neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have confidence. Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please excuse him, Master Reader. Withers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. What you thinking? I sense my lovely reader has returned. Then how may I assist you? What's her mind? So then, we are back on solid land, or something like it. Then this must be the Black Basin. Flames and noxious fumes on one side, suffocating forest on the other. Lovely, lovely place. So good of you to take me here. You truly would pursue those blasted stars until the farthest corners of this land, it seems. Though, I had better cease my blasphemy, or else the scribes themselves just might descend up from on high and strike me with another much-deserved penalty. The thrill of such transgressions, reader. Sometimes it keeps me going, not that I have any real choice. Now, we had best get back to our normal business, as it were. Bye. Bye. That's... Presence 5. Damage. 15. I don't remember. I don't think so. He just said she was banished for millennia. Cursing the scribes. I can't look at her stuff. You find that Hedwyn has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far, and let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with a black wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back. I have come back. They returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish live in the pools or rock nearby. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you near the wagon. There's a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, shadows in the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam. Though, in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb toward the nest of Fiesta. The next right. Exiles of the highway remnants. The winged harps. Okay. Ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. Oh, yeah. Oh, Hedwyn is gonna have a fucking kick with that. You may have no love for them, inherently, but they have no such qualms with me for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate with them? Hedwyn steps up as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now, that much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Doro glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. Location. Forging. What's the issue? I don't want to say dating, but I guess relationship would be better. He was in a relationship with a harpy, but they got raided by harpies, and like she stabbed him in the back, and because of that, Edwin's entire, I guess, area where he was residing, like military base. I don't remember what it was. Just got destroyed. Yeah. He said Dodoriel and Ruki already know, I believe. Celestial Residue. I don't know who Falcon Ron. Oh. I mean, gold. Let me get Residue. Whoa, +6. Whew. I can tell by the fucking icon. It's massive. I'll organize this. Organized. Yeah, I know. There. Damn, I can't combine them. Good fat fucking Stardust. Alright, I just forged. Continue journey. Doyle wishes to avoid the harps by staying on low ground. The lone minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the harps via this path. That'll be interesting. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds. All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. You're being watched. Jadoriel is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm her. Yeah, fuck your fit. Well, I mean, Hedwyn didn't say anything. Perhaps I could communicate with them. Please believe me, madam. When I say your enmity toward the harps had best be held in check here. Jadoriel looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanor. He soon gains his request with a silent gesture, then he calls towards the heavens. Good sisters, we are humble travelers, such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. Search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then, without notice, one of them appears. He swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jadoriel can respond. Damnation, wait here, I shall go find him. For a long, terrible moment, you are alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls out toward them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Dodoyle returns sullen. The exiles of the High Wing remnants are letting you pass for now. It seems they are having some dispute within their ranks and wish no further troubles for the time. It is a warning, one that leaves Dodoyle fuming. Damn. Good thing I'm not using her, huh? Plus. At last you arrive at the nest of Triesta, where the next rite is soon commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon ascend, and remain watching now. New page. Oh hey guys, what brings you way out here? No wait, don't tell me, I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside. Okay, yeah, that's the one I sold. After dousing adversaries, fire and bear. Fighting. More juice. 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 More juice. One. Two. I do much better? I mean, Nuffy shares like Ruki's apprehension. Right. See you guys again sometime soon, maybe. Okay, because gotta say, you're my favorite customers I had all week. What does it say now? The hunt for myrrh, in the words of Galathanian, the Master General. My emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With a fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp Haub that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myrrh would come in search for him, some under employment of the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. Fuck? Anybody? Hang on, I wonder what it says there, actually. Wraith expelled for returning within the Beyond a Crystal and bound to serve the rites. It doesn't say. He was banished. Let's do it. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Triesta, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. I heard a horse. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings now. Such a rabble, not even dressed for the occasion yet. Seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No, we've come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp, winged warriors from the mountainous outskirts of the Commonwealth where they are feared, whoops off as Dodoyle glowers after her. It is only then that you realize another harp has come. It's quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It is in our mutual interest. You know not of my interest. Let's give it another shot. Hi, my name's Hamitha Thane. He appears to be one of the winged harps of the Highwing Remnants, outbound exile. The Shirley one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only met just now, though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then, Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodoriel. No, Hedwyn, not be serious. Cody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by, however did you make it all the way across the sea? Didn't you fly in? Trust is something I am loath to give away, Hedwyn. But you have set our course thus far, and I have followed, so do as you must. That Sandalwood had better have an explanation for all this. Doriel storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, a reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like, and tell your comrade there the truth of it, why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, but you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives, here and now, are earnest. Maybe that her training gives her some resistance to scrutiny. You're willing to take Pamitha at her word and in the potential of Valvialine. Tell Hedwyn that you have several misgivings about Pamitha and suggest caution before accepting her into your ranks. I share much of your concern about her, my friend. It's just I have to give Sandalwood the benefit of the doubt, as well as Pamitha. Dude. We've come this far thanks to a certain faith, and right now it's telling me to take her with us. Bro, are you fucking me right now? I hope you'll back me up on this. I'm sure Dodoriel... Well, how'd it work out the first time, man? I'm sure Dodoriel won't like it. He then turns to Pamitha. I and Hedwyn will accept your offer on 2 conditions. Am I racist? You'll hear me out. Conditions! Why, sure. I love a good condition or two. First, after we're finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodoriel, whom you met earlier. Brilliant. I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. I look up and realize that she is right. Fine. Welcome. I like your character. He's fishy. Racist. He just rolls up and said, hey, can I join you?
Reader, I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are.
Mandatory. Do I have to have her?
Somehow, upon the nest of Triesta. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with 2. One from the Pyre Heart, no less.
Trying her blood sister? What if she's undercover? You know, like the one that Hedwyn fucking was in a relationship with.
Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
From a distance, you observe as Pamitha, now clad in Nightwing's raiments, head toward your adversaries in the rights. You, what sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. Bitch. Pamitha's blood sister stares back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? Doubtless come dig your talons in my back again. No, sister. I've come to have a word with you. David, I cannot help but share your poisoned blood. But I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk? Waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? I don't even have to lose anymore. Gank. Besides, I've come a long way. Violence, you shan't have come here, and the time for talk is long since past. Only you can see yourself Again, consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeats. But I warn you, stay away from me. Amethyst says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Okay, well that's reassuring. Amethyst gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him, as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. For Gilman refuses to participate in the rites tonight so that Pamitha can face her sister. Observe the treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited for the rites here than the rest of you. Okay, so
Now we shall get started.
Alright, Edwin, let me see that again. I think? Maruki and, or, I'll give him quickness. Okay, yeah. Why, I thought you'd never ask there, darling. I accept. Little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Damn. Chivalrous.